Hey everyone, it's Libertarian Bear here, and this video is going to be about, those late night show hosts who originally, them, James Corden, Jimmy Kimmel, those kind of people, whose originally their jobs were to entertain and make people laugh, but now it has turned into them informing us on what political opinion is right and wrong. Yeah, you know them. I'm going to be making a video on how they're wrong on gun control. Let's go.
Here in California, kids do two things that I never experienced when I was growing up. One is a drill for what to do in the event of an earthquake, an unavoidable phenomena of nature. And the other is a drill on what to do if a person enters the school with a gun, which in my opinion is not an unavoidable phenomenon of nature, and yet sadly is way more commonplace in America than major earthquakes. And
yeah, you know what takes way more commonplace in England, a place that has gun control? You know what takes place way more than earthquakes in England? Knife attacks, acid attacks, and stuff, and murders that don't include guns, okay? Guns aren't the only tools you can kill with.
And when I was thinking about this last week, I saw this chart which from the New York Times, which many of you will have seen, that shows every large country that has experienced a mass shooting. And if you look on the left there, the left side represents the number of mass shooters, and the bottom shows the amount of guns in a country. Now, where's America on this chart? There's America. So although these types of...
This graph only accounts for gun crime. Oh, all those people who died because a truck driver drove into them? Oh, no, they don't matter at all.
Mass shootings have become normal in this country. They're not normal at all for the rest of the planet. And it's pretty clear from that graph that more guns leads to more mass shootings.
And less guns leads to more knife attacks, acid attacks, truck attacks. Hint, people can find other ways to hurt people.
And I know this firsthand because I'm from Great Britain, where in 1996 there was a primary school shooting where 16 children and one teacher were shot and killed. And afterwards, lawmakers passed restrictive handgun laws in the UK, and there hasn't been a school shooting since. That was 22 years ago.
And England today actually has a lot of knife crime, acid crime, all those stuff I mentioned a second ago. So, I think I've already said enough about how this guy is just focusing on gun attacks. So, next late night host, whatever you want to call him.
No parent should ever have to fear for their sons and daughters when they kiss them goodbye in the morning.
Agreed. So I agree with both of those statements. And here's what you do to fix that. Tell your buddies in Congress, tell Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell and Marco Rubio, all the family men who care so much about their communities, that what we need are laws, real laws, that do everything possible to keep assault rifles out of the hands of people who are going to shoot our kids. Go on TV and tell them to do that.
By making laws to make these so-called assault rifles illegal? No, that won't take them out of criminals' hands. That's just going to take them out of law-abiding citizens' hands, who are going to use them in self-defense or use them to defend other people. Because criminals won't give up their guns, while law-abiding citizens will.
I think I'll tell you something. That is a perfect example of the common sense you told us you were going to bring to the White House. It's time to bring it. We need it. Tell these congressmen and lobbyists who infest that swamp you said you were going to drain. Force these allegedly Christian men and women who stuff their pockets with money from the NRA year after year after year to do something now, not later. Now, and don't you dare let anyone say it's too soon to be talking about it, because you said it after Vegas, you said it after Sandy Hook, you say that after every one of these 8 now fatal school shootings we had in this country this year. Children are being murdered.
It's funny how Kimmel was breaking into tears, and then this lady shouts from the back, "Do something now!" It kind of ruined his whole moment.
Says he's listening to new ideas about school safety. He emphasized arming teachers and other school personnel, an idea backed by the National Rifle Association.
We need to let people know, you come into our schools, you're going to be dead, and it's going to be fast.
Okay, so first thing then.
The next few seconds is him just rambling on about a joke, so I'll cut to the point.
Using a terrible idea in a tone-deaf way, then refusing to acknowledge he just lost the popular vote. Now, there are clearly multiple issues with the idea of arming teachers, from the fact that it is not their job, to the fact that there was an armed deputy in Parkland and that didn't deter or stop the shooter.
Oh, you mean the deputy that stood outside the school during the whole school shooting? Him? And yes, it is a teacher's job to protect you. They're minding you. It is their job to protect you. Anyway, I say that's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Please share with your friends. And leave a comment if you have any feedback, or you want to say something, maybe I got something wrong, or just you want to say that I have very strong muscles.